tonight. You gotta make your mark, load up on the road, and one last look in the mirror. They're gonna know your name, somebody's gonna take a second look. It's cool to choose single, any angle, hypersexual, serial beast. Wearing on your...
Good evening, welcome to another edition of PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Wamer. A big thanks once again to our sponsors here on tonight's show. Seaway Marketplace on Cherry Street in Bancroft. Also, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on North Reynolds Road, the Beer Stube, and the Toledo Academy of Beauty. We thank you all very, very much. All right, we got a great show set for you. Don't forget, though, and we announced this last week, our next show in Toledo will be Sunday, January the 25th. Sunday, January the 25th at the International Boxing Club, 525 Earlwood Avenue. It's in Oregon, just off of Star and I-280. Doors are going to open at 4, bell time at 5. And in the upcoming weeks, we'll tell you how to get tickets, and we'll give you some clues on what's going to be on that card. But that's the next show coming up Saturday, I should say Sunday, January the 25th. At the International Boxing Club. All right, we got a terrific show on tap for you. We're going to go back in the archives, and we're going to give you some progression and some history on Dr. Jerry Graham. I know most of you know who he is, but we're going to go back. We're going to show you a match from quite a few years ago, and then we're going to show you his final match, and then, yeah, the unveiling of something else. And we'll tell you what that something else is coming up as we go along here today. Also, we're going to give you a match. You're going to see Brian Castle and the Big Bear Benjamin Boone as they tangle for what was then known as the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year Award. And we'll show you that coming up a little bit later on. But as we get rolling here, we're going to take you back. All right? And Dr. Jerry Graham has been part of the wrestling scene around these parts for a long, long time. And we're going to take you back to a match that he had with Bobo Brazil Sr. Now, we saw Bobo Brazil Jr. last week. Bobo Brazil Sr. Singles match, one-on-one. Bobo Brazil, Dr. Jerry Graham, coming your way right now on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Graham Jr. Michigan at 295 pounds, Bobo Brazil. Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. fans, in there against the mountain of a man, the king of the cocoa butt, Bobo Brazil. That's right, fans. Dr. Jerry Graham, I must say, has definitely improved his physique. He looks like he's been working out with the weight. His legs look bigger. His chest looks bigger. His arms look bigger. He looks like a tougher wrestler because I must say, previously I didn't think he had the caliber to be a good wrestler. But he's been out in Las Vegas, Nevada with the likes of Bobby Colt. Yes, he's been out there with him. He's been in Hollywood, California, in New York with his father, Dr. Jerry Graham, who was once a great wrestler. Dr. Jerry Graham comes from a great family of wrestling fans. His brother is none other than superstar Billy Graham, and he's filled capacity crowds in Madison Square Garden. And I guarantee you, the reasoning Dr. Jerry Graham looks in better shape today is because of his family. They've taken him, they've tutored him, and what I say is a good physique. Yes, he's in there against a big man named Bobo Brazil, but Jerry Graham does have a chance because he looks good today, fans. Bobo Brazil, the king of the cocoa butt, won't have an easy time today. Oh, there Bobo, the big man, weighing over 380-some pounds, floors that Graham. There's a light knee to Bobo's midsection, caught him off guard and took him down. There's a big boot by Jerry Graham, another boot. He's kicking away. Bobo better get up. Oh, Bobo stayed down a little long, and Jerry Graham takes it across his face. Bobo Brazil's in trouble because Jerry Graham is kicking away at that shoulder. Oh, he rubs that bottom of that boot across Bobo's nose. He's pulling back on the chin. Bobo Brazil is in trouble. Jerry Graham has caught him off guard and not let up. Oh, look at that look on Jerry Graham's face. He knows he's got Bobo Brazil where he wants him, down on the mat, begging for help. Bobo Brazil, weighing over 380 pounds, is on that floor because Dr. Jerry Graham's in shape today. Yes, indeedy, fans. And on the outside is a man that was once a clean wrestler, a respectable man, and a man that represented our country so respectably. That being Wojo, the great Wojo, Greg Wojciechowski. And he's here today with a skinned head and sunglasses, shining in what I may say the glory of Dr. Jerry Graham. Dr. Jerry Graham Jr., not trying any spectacular moves today. Rather, he's just trying to weaken Bobo Brazil and put him down on that mat and keep him down there, weaken him, hit him a few times, and hopefully, oh, Bobo picked up in a big slam. Does that prove that Jerry Graham's in shape? He picked up a man, Bobo Brazil, that came in today weighing 295 pounds. Jerry Graham rode in. Bobo on the attack. Oh, look at there. Bobo calling for destiny. That being that big cocoa butt. Graham withstanding it. Hey, what's this? Oh, that Wojo's in the ring. Wojo comes in. Wojo's pushing Bobo back. He's got those sunglasses on. Oh, Bobo needs him. Oh, yes. Bobo Brazil is the winner. Bobo Brazil is the winner because Wojo came in there when he saw his friend, Dr. Jerry Graham, in trouble. Bobo was ready to call for destiny, that being the big cocoa butt, and put Dr. Jerry Graham away and put him out. But no, as he was down there for the count, and Graham wasn't going to be able to pop out of that, what happened? The great Wojo climbed into the ring and kicked.
There you go. You got to see the one and only, the legend, Bobo Brazil, as he wrestled Dr. Jerry Graham. And Bobo Brazil just, he broke so many barriers and was a true legend in the business, a Hall of Famer, no question about it. All right, don't forget, like us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. All you got to do is type in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. It'll come right up, and you can follow along what's going on there. We'll update you on the event. That comes up on January the 25th. We'll update you on the card as we go along. We'll tell you how to get tickets as well. And you can follow us on Twitter at PCW Excitement, at PCW Excitement on Twitter. We'll take a time out. When we come back, you will see the final match ever that Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. donned the tights and got into the ring. It's coming your way next. It's not PC, it's PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, to you like a condom roll.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons is your gateway to great food and fun. A tropical-themed restaurant that offers a unique dining experience where you create your own stir-fry from your choice of meats, seafoods, veggies, seasonings, and our signature sauces. The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons, a touch of the islands right here in Toledo. Join us for lunch and dinner. The Blue Pacific Grill, Levis Commons, Perrysburg. It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com. Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw? Do you like
We
it?
are PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. I'm Norm Wamer. All right, next match here. Jerry Graham had always said that it would be a blue moon before he ever got back in the ring. Well, a feud developed between him and a manager named Pastor Payne. And Pastor Payne had one of the most mean, vicious tag teams that anybody's ever seen. The Kentucky Wrecking Crew. It was Alcatraz and the late Buck Lawless. And whenever Jerry Graham gets in any kind of trouble or anything, it's usually Andy Chene and Bobo Brazil Jr. that come to his aid. So it became known as the Blue Moon 6-man tag, and this was 4 or 5 years ago. Dr. Jerry Graham got back in the ring for one final time. Jerry Graham, Andy Chene, Bobo Brazil Jr. take on the Kentucky Wrecking Crew and their manager, Pastor Payne, and let's take a look at the match.
There's not a person sitting down here, Norm. The response is just overwhelming. Dr. Jerry Graham stepping back into the ring after so many years away, and this is a guy who was not taking his eyes off of Pastor Payne.
I got to say this, Boomer. I grew up watching Dr. Jerry Graham. I've seen some tremendous matches. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would get to call one of his matches.
Well, you know how they say, once in a blue moon. Well, this is that blue moon tag match. And we know the rules here. For the first 2 minutes, it's Pastor Payne and Dr. Jerry Graham. No one else. They cannot tag out to any of the other members on their team.
Look at Jerry Graham. He hasn't taken his eyes off of Pastor Payne since he got in the ring.
And look at that, Pastor Payne trying to get out of there. Oh, come on, the 2-minute clock should stop now then, because Pastor Payne is going to try and, run off that entire time by just waiting on the outside.
Yeah, that's not going to count.
Be a man and get back into the ring, Pastor Payne.
He is still going to get his 2 minutes. That being outside the ring is not going to count.
That's what everyone wants to see, is those 2 minutes. And look at that, boy, we're going to even see a traditional collar and elbow tie-up. Off the ropes. Wow, this is amazing. Shoulder tackle. Oh, my gosh.
Look at the great shape that Jerry Graham is in for
Oh,
a 62-year-old guy. He's in good shape for a guy 32.
Exactly. Fantastic. Look at that. Couple of tackles, working that headlock. Now Pastor Payne taking Graham off the ropes. And another big shoulder tackle. Big leap up and over. And
Look at
oh
this.
my gosh.
Body slam.
Wow. Big body slam. And Somerset Hall just went crazy. Now Buck Lawless wants into the ring.
Oh, look at
And
this.
look at that. Wow. Oh my gosh.
And now
Oh,
Alcatraz.
wow. Oh, my
How's he getting
gosh.
both up? Oh my gosh.
I'm not believing that. But look at that now. Buck Lawless, I guess the 2 minutes are over.
Yeah, but he never tagged.
Lawless is in the ring now. Look at this. Pastor Payne off the ropes. And they duck. And Jerry Graham needs to get the heck out of there right now.
Buck Lawless went sprawling. Now
Look
here
at that.
comes Andy Chene.
There's a big drop kick.
How about that from Dr. Jerry Graham? And Andy Chene ready to
Oh
fly.
my gosh. He took out the entire Kentucky Wrecking Crew, and that's a lot of bodies to take out there.
I don't care what the announce weight is. Those guys are pushing 900 pounds together.
Yeah. And now Bobo Brazil is on the outside as well, and it's turned into the brawl that we thought it would. And it's good to see that the good doctor is catching his breath on the ring apron right now.
Look at Alcatraz and Bobo going at it outside the ring. This referee's going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, with the amount of rules and whatnot going in and just the bad blood that exists in this matchup. There's not another referee out there.
Pastor Payne's still the legal man.
Wow,
he
that's
hasn't
right.
tagged out yet. Andy Chene taking him over on a suplex, and you got to believe that Andy Chene couldn't wait to get a hold of Pastor Payne. And now there's Bobo Brazil.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. That shirt that the pastor is wearing is not going to protect him at all.
That slap sent him clear across the ring.
And Alcatraz seems to be in no hurry to get into the ring.
If Bobo Brazil made one mistake, he hit him so hard he knocked him across the ring and allowed him to tag out.
Big forearm delivered by Bobo. Alcatraz is going to go for the ride. He takes the buckle. Bobo follows in. Alcatraz ducks out of the way at the last second. And there we see Alcatraz whipping in Bobo. Clothesline. Bobo Brazil goes down.
You think Alcatraz is a little intense?
Just a little. And look at that.
Wow.
Hoisting up Bobo Brazil.
That's
depositing him down. Oh, that was just amazing. The amount of strength required for that. And Bobo comes back with some cocoa butts.
That's nearly 300 pounds that Alcatraz picked up like it was nothing.
Bobo goes off the ropes. Big shoulder tackle. Alcatraz is down.
Wrong side of the ring. He's in bad territory.
Not where he wants to be. He makes the tag. So much is going on here as Bobo Brazil is trying to get out of that corner.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. I cringe when I hear those.
Oh, here comes Pastor Payne.
Boy, I can't believe Pastor Payne is the one that would want in there. And, Alcatraz and Wallace
now
are
he's
not in
thinking
any
maybe
hurry
this
now.
wasn't a good idea.
This was not the place to be. Yeah, you don't want to lock up with Bobo Brazil, Pastor.
Well, he has to. He's in the ring. He can't get out of the ring until he locks back up.
And look at that. Look where he's been backed up. Wisely trying to get out of there. Not enough to put away Andy Chene.
Andy Chene can take a lot. He's got a lot of endurance, but he's got nearly 900 pounds of guys pounding on him.
Exactly.
You can only do that for so long. Andy Chene.
Boy, and Pastor Payne goes down. This is that opening that Andy Chene needs. And look at that. He tries to go off the ropes, maybe trying to get in an extra clothesline, whatever. Not the right thing to do.
He needs to go for a tag.
And he went into the
eyes.
eyes.
That's one way to do it.
And
Here
look at
comes
that,
Jerry Graham.
Into Dr. Jerry Graham.
He's going to get a hold of Pastor Payne again.
This is what we wanted to see. Now, I think this is the point, Norm, where the referee is just going to totally lose control of everything.
He has totally lost control.
It's over with.
All 6 men in the ring.
I'm really surprised the referee doesn't throw his arms up in frustration and just walk out.
Jerry Graham doesn't care about getting anybody else. He just wants Pastor Payne.
Not quite sure what Jerry Graham is going to do here.
Jerry Graham, the only one left in the ring. Everybody else is circling. Now here comes Pastor Payne.
Now look at that. Jerry Graham's back is turned to Pastor Payne. He sees it now. He sees it heading on over. Oh, my gosh. What did Pastor Payne? There's something that Pastor Payne has. Handcuffs, a chain, I don't know. Going right into the throat of Dr. Jerry Graham.
He did. He hit him right in the throat.
Now look at that. Buck Lawless is positioned on a table.
He's still got it in his left hand. Whatever that is. And now Andy Chene's got a table, and he's going through the table and right through Buck Lawless, and he may have broken him in half.
And look at that. Pastor Payne came off that middle rope. Jerry Graham using that object that Pastor Payne has, hits Pastor Payne with it multiple times. I'm not even sure what it is, some sort of shiv, a shank, I don't know.
I don't know, but the referee's just going to let it go. And here comes another table.
Now everyone here at Somerset Hall is standing. It's very hard for us to see what's going on. Alcatraz
setting up a table. What's he got in his mind?
I'm not quite sure.
I don't know either. Andy Chene doesn't know he's there.
Boot into the midsection, into the waiting arms of Alcatraz.
Oh, no. Going for a choke slam.
He can't do this.
Oh,
my gosh, choke slam through the table. Now Bobo Brazil has a table. Oh, my gosh.
Another table.
And Graham's in the corner. Again, it's very hard for us at this vantage point to see what's going on. Good things, our cameras are really following all of this action.
This is just falling apart. Alcatraz has no idea. Bobo's there. A belly-to-belly through the table.
Oh, my gosh. Third table destroyed.
This is unbelievable.
Dr. Jerry, look, Pastor Payne has bled a gusher.
Jerry Graham said he was going to get the blood of Pastor Payne.
Well,
and he's done absolutely that. And there goes Pastor Payne.
And a chair to the top of the head of Pastor Payne.
This is the Dr. Jerry Graham I grew up watching. He doesn't care.
Not at all. Not in the least, Norm. And we've got all sorts of carnage in the ring. Wrestlers are down. Dr. Graham is following around Pastor Payne, who is has so much blood everywhere. And again, it's very hard for us at our broadcast position to see what's going on that far side of the ring. The cameras are there.
Jerry Graham said he was going to get his pound of flesh from Pastor Payne, and he's done it, Boomer. Pastor Payne's a bloody mess.
Oh, and he goes down low on Pastor Payne.
But now Pastor Payne coming back on Jerry Graham. Jerry Graham's in a bad way. Pastor Payne's a bloody mess. There's broken tables all over the place.
And now Alcatraz, Buck Lawless, Bobo, Brazil, and Andy Shane starting to work their way up to their feet. But yeah, the Crimson Mask, you throw that out there, that's what Pastor Payne looks like. Whip in off the ropes.
Oh, back body drop.
Now look at this.
Oh, wrestlers from and back.
We're seeing Pitbull.
They're trying to break this all apart. There's Sebastian Rose. D-Ray 3000
Everyone
had come
is out there.
Now it's a 2-on-1 in the ring on Bobo Brazil.
Again, it's so very difficult for us to call this, Norm. There was so much going on. The entire locker room is emptied up. Buck Lawless has blood everywhere trickling down the backside of his arm. Well, there's been so much rubble in the ring, off the ropes. And look at that, boot into the midsection.
Oh, roll it up,
rolls him over.
He got
Oh my gosh, Jerry Graham, Dr. Jerry Graham has just pinned Pastor Payne.
He got him.
Amazing.
Jerry Graham got the pinfall on Pastor Payne.
DDT roll-up combo. Oh my gosh, absolutely amazing.
Martino Angelo would have been very, very proud tonight. Wherever he's at, he's got to be looking down on Jerry Graham.
Jerry Graham Jr., the winner of this match.
Amazing, Norm. Absolutely amazing what we have seen here. And maybe we can say that the Kentucky Wrecking Crew has finally been vanquished here in the WWA. And look at that arm on the backside of...
We got two guys that are not happy with each other.
Shoving each other back and forth.
This may have finally broken down.
There's blood everywhere.
A lot of it's Pastor Payne's.
Now, we've seen dissension between these two before.
Oh!
Alcatraz hitting Pastor Payne.
Alcatraz just decked Pastor Payne. This is not over.
And there you go, your winner in the final match that he ever had. Dr. Jerry Graham got the pinfall over Pastor Payne. Now, remember what he said, and we gave you a little bit of the interview that we ran at the time in the studio, and yeah, I looked a few years younger at that point. But remember Jerry Graham said it will stand basically forever, that will be his final match. Well, as time went on, and you saw last week, we ran the match where Crimson was tagging with Andy Shane, and against CIA, lost the tag titles. Crimson hit Dr. Jerry Graham. Andy Shane defended him like he usually does, and he got in another incident. Well, he could not get back in the ring. So he is then in the corner. We're going to show you this match coming up. He's in the corner of Andy Shane and Bobo Brazil Jr., and they will battle Crimson, who took on a partner. And we teased this last week. The partner, 6'6", 450-pound voodoo murderer. Now, you may know him better as Rosie in WWE, and he was also part of 3 Minute Warning, and also the son of the legendary Sika from the Wild Samoans, which means also his younger brother, by the way, is Roman Reigns, who's in the WWE. But just a monster, 6'6", 450 pounds. And the match, the way it ended, set a whole host of other things in motion. Let's go to the match. Andy Chene, Bobo Brazil Jr. with Dr. Jerry Graham in their corner as they battle Crimson and the 6'6", 450-pound voodoo murderer.
And this is underway right now, and it was, not that long ago that we thought Andy Chene would never wrestle again when he just injured that neck of Flying Andy Chene. When Crimson just brutally attacked that neck of Andy Chene.
I couldn't get out of there fast enough.
I'm surprised we even went up there. Are we going to be able to call this? Because there's a lot going on right now.
Well, the referee's got his work cut out for him. No question. They got to get this back in the ring somehow.
Oh, my gosh. You just destroyed him with that knife edge. That Crimson.
I'm sorry. Dr. Jerry Graham said it was going to be zone defense. It was going to be one-on-one.
Yeah, we've got 3 separate battles going on. Yeah, oh, my gosh.
Crimson tried to break the neck of Andy Chene back in May. Oh, gosh. Crimson just got thrown face first into that metal ring post.
With the chain draped over it. I think he got a little bit of that chain as well. And then we see the Voodoo Murderer, with Bobo Brazil on the outside. Thankfully, Dr. Jerry Graham is trying to stay out of the ring.
Security.
We really need to get security to step up here because things are just getting a little bit out of hand. Emotions are running high with the fans. Emotions running high with the wrestlers. No one here likes Pastor Payne. And look at Crimson and Andy Chene just going back and forth and back and forth. I don't think Crimson has showered since the last time we've seen him. Been living in his warehouse somewhere.
Oh, now they're coming our way.
Takes him face first into that chair. I'm not sure what Crimson is going to do here, but it can't be good. Whatever it is. Some quick knife edge chops.
Go over there and break that up, would you?
No, I'm staying right here.
Oh! Look at that sick, twisted, demented freak.
And those are the nice things you can say about him. And let's not forget about the Voodoo Murderer and Bobo Brazil.
Well, Bobo's 280 or so, but he's about 150 pounds short of the Voodoo Murderer. That is the son of WWE Hall of Famer Sika.
And so when do you ever see Bobo Brazil giving up size to someone?
Unbelievable.
I don't think it's ever happened. But boy, that Bobo Brazil, he's a gamer. He's working over the Voodoo Murderer right now. So we've got Bobo Brazil and the Voodoo Murderer in the ring.
Oh, gosh.
He ran into a brick wall there. We've got Crimson and Andy Chene on the outside. Of course, there's Pastor Payne. There's Dr. Jerry Graham. Is this going to be a match or is this just a brawl?
Is there even a legal man?
Yeah. Have we even rang the bell?
Oh, I rang the bell.
Okay, I didn't even hear it. Yeah, okay, I guess it looks like maybe they might actually have a legitimate... Well, okay, I spoke too soon. Crimson is he has just been peppering Andy Chene with blow after blow.
Well, the ref's got to get somebody out of the ring.
I think the referee's afraid to step in there.
I would be.
Yeah.
Oh!
Gosh.
Oh, my God! Oh, that's got to be all.
That big Samoan drop off of that whip-in.
That has got to be all.
But Bobo Brazil is right there, and the Voodoo Murderer can't go for a cover because Bobo Brazil is right there. I think Bobo Brazil is trying to see how his partner is, and the referee wants him to get out of there.
He learned that from Dad.
Exactly.
Sika of the Wild Samoans, who is here tonight, by the way. Oh, gosh.
And the Voodoo Murderer is, well, when you have a name like the Voodoo Murderer, just brutal. Absolutely brutal.
Andy has got to get out of there. Andy Chene has got to get out of that corner.
Well, he snap-mared out of the corner, but that's not the way he wanted to do it.
No.
Crimson off the ropes, drives that knee.
Crimson's not going to be happy until he ends Andy Shane's career.
Yeah, exactly. Goes for the cover.
I don't know how Andy could kick out at this point.
Oh, Andy, I just, because he's got so much venom and hatred for Crimson. He's using that to fuel him right now.
Where is Andy Chene pulling this from? Uppercut by Crimson.
Oh, Crimson just has, counters for every move.
Andy is just on Dream Street. Oh, headbutts.
After headbutt after headbutt, and Andy is trying to fire back, but boy, he's getting slaughtered in there right now.
Oh, man.
Clothesline right to the back of the head. Andy Chene did not even see it coming. He's so close to Bobo Brazil, but at the same time, Crimson just as close to the Voodoo Murderer.
Come on, Andy.
Trying to make that tag, and Bobo Brazil is there.
Here comes the champion.
Oh, and Crimson can't believe it. And Bobo Brazil just firing away. And Bobo was rested, he's refreshed, and he's ready to go.
This had to be the matchup that Jerry Graham wanted.
And Bobo Brazil even knocking the Voodoo Murderer off the ring. And now Pastor Payne, I think he's sensing he might need to regroup a little bit. And the Murderer grabbing that leg of Bobo Brazil.
Oh, he pulled Bobo Brazil out of there.
Now
this is broken down again.
It's almost like it looked like at the start.
Oh, look at that suplex by Andy Chene.
Goes for a cover.
1, 2.
And
Didn't
Crimson kicks out. And Andy Chene is
Bobo
furious at the
Brazil
ref.
should be the legal man.
And look at that. Pastor Payne is trying to grab the
Now
foot of
Pastor
Andy
Payne's
Chene.
getting involved. He's got Andy Shane's ankle.
Oh, and Dr. Jerry Graham now really interjecting himself into what's going on here.
Oh, look at the right hand by Andy Chene.
But he stumbles right back into Crimson. That inverted.
Oh, that's the career
my
killer.
gosh.
Oh, my gosh.
And wow. And they're right at the broadcast table.
Your winner of the match, Crimson and the Voodoo Murderer.
But this isn't done yet. Bobo Brazil almost took out the broadcast table. Oh my word! Crimson just used that mist into the eyes of Dr. Jerry Graham.
Oh no!
Jerry, it's personal.
You've got to be kidding me.
I got to go help him.
Norm, be careful. I'm in disbelief right now. We're seeing some of the guys from the back come out.
Just stay here.
That red mist, that mysterious mist that Crimson spews, he's now spit that into the eyes of Dr. Jerry Graham. We don't know what's in it. Is it toxic? We have no idea what it is, and now we're just really concerned for the safety of Dr. Jerry Graham.
Where's my lawyer? Where's Chuck Sala? I want Chuck Sala.
Get that
All right, Norm is heading up there. I'm going to try and head up that way myself.
Put it over your eyes.
Chuck's right here.
We put Dr. Jerry Graham.
Where's Chuck Sala? I gotta talk to Chuck Sala. I gotta talk to him. Oh my eyes.
Well, Dr. Jerry Graham is being taken off to the back. I'm going to head back to the broadcast table, and hopefully here in the next couple of weeks on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling,
Chuck, come back here.
We get the word as to what's
Chuck,
going on.
we need you back here. Please come back here.
All right.
There you go, the end of the match. It was Jerry Graham misted by Crimson, and this set off a whole host of other things which we're going to show you a little bit later on in the show. We'll take a break, we'll come back, and we got that match for the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year Award. It's coming your way next on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Cereal beast, wearing on your sleeve. Hey, baby, do you like it kind of raw?
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store. I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace, this is my store.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
Do your utility bills have you down? Get out from under those heavy bills with new windows from Dunright Building Services. New windows from Dunright can change the vision of your home both inside and out. And right now, for a limited time only, you can get any white double hung standard window for only $179 each. Remember, for a job done right, you better call Dunright.
New home, same address. It starts with new windows. Call us at Dunright Building Services today.
It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com. Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
Cereal beast, wear it on your sleeve. Hey, baby, to you like a condom roll.
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Next match coming up, it is for the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year Award. It was Brian Castle from right here in Toledo as he battles the big bear Benjamin Boone, and whenever something's on the line, something's probably going to happen. Let's take a look at the match.
For nothing, but no. Like, Castle really looked sharp tonight. I've got to give it up for him. Tried to throw a couple of those forearms into the middle to at least get Castle off of him to get a little bit of a reprieve. Shoulder block into the corner. Castle has nowhere to go because he's really backed up into those turnbuckles.
What's going to happen here?
Head of steam. Misfires. Schoolboy.
2. Didn't get him.
Oh, well, look at that. Boone is not real happy about that.
Well, no, he wants to win.
Well, and that's what we want. We want to see, top flight competitors here, and he can't really get upset. Oh, huge
wow.
knife edge. Wow. Trying to channel Bobo Brazil on that one. Oh, my gosh.
Oh.
Straightaway chop on those pectorals. Oh,
Boy,
my
there's
gosh.
a heck of a competition there.
Norm, I don't know if I mentioned this to you, but Bobo Brazil was looking to practice his chops, and I volunteered you.
You can just unvolunteer me.
Well, I'll let you break the news to him, okay?
Yeah, well.
I was.
He's got to find me first.
I was doing a phone interview with Bobo Brazil for the show, and I
look at this.
him up. Oh,
Look at
my
that.
gosh. Didn't get all of them on that, but just enough. Goes for a cover, hooks the leg. And there's a kick out. So we had a phone interview scheduled with Bobo Brazil for the TV show, and we played a little bit of phone tag, as people tend to do. And the last voicemail I got from Bobo Brazil was, "If you don't call me right back, I will chop you." Well, needless to say, I was on the phone with him immediately.
Yeah, no question.
Punches back and forth, and boy, these guys are really just beating the tar out of each other. I got open palm right up into the throat, now a punch up into the middle.
Totally legal.
Off the ropes, that overhanded palm to the side of the head.
Totally legal.
Jar your brain a little bit on that one. Hooks
Yep.
the leg,
What?
referee is right there.
Got a 2 count.
Referee is right on top of the action, as are the camera people. Top notch all the way. Power bomb, professional wrestling. Benjamin Boone is bringing Brian Castle up.
you know, as big as Brian Castle is, it takes a lot of energy to you wear yourself out on him.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Just getting him back up to his feet was an effort there.
Oh, look at that!
Oh my gosh, big drop kick. Just flung himself at him.
Wow.
Goes for the cover.
That could
Boone
do
is
it.
really, Boone was
Nope.
really close to the ropes.
Fortunate for him he was. I don't know if he could have kicked out otherwise.
No, I don't think he would have. It's lucky that he fell right where he did. Oh my gosh. And again, as we watch this, we see how quickly momentum can change here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Misfires on the drop kick. Boone scoots out of the way. He goes off the ropes. Now what are we going to see? Big splash. Covers, hooks a leg, only gets a 2 on that.
I thought that might have done it.
Well, we talk a lot about the quickness of Brian Castle, but what about that quickness of the Big Bear? And he's pulling the singlet down. Hair's not long enough to have the rubber band in like Sebastian Rose.
This might do it. This could be the bear hug.
I think we're going to see it.
That he turns into a pile driver. That's what he wants to do.
And look at that.
Small package. Oh,
And that's it. That came out of nowhere.
Your winner of the fall of the match, Brian Castle.
Brian Castle is the winner. And of course, what we want to do here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling is present the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year Award, which is going to go to Brian Castle. And again, a good show of sportsmanship. Shaking the hand of his good friend, the Big Bear Benjamin Boone. There we go. You know, we saw both of these wrestlers go back
Let's
and
hear
forth.
it for Brian Castle
They gave it
and
their
Big
all.
Bear Benjamin Boone.
The presentation. We'll see Norm Wamer making his way to the ring to MC the presentation of the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year Award here in Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Congratulations on a nice match. Brian Castle, congratulations on the match. All right, joining us here ringside, it's legendary Hall of Fame manager, Percival A. Friend.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is great to be back here in Toledo, Ohio. As a matter of fact, in 1963, I made my professional debut here in Toledo against Dr. Jerry Graham Sr. I want to say that these two young athletes that are here standing before you tonight are some of the best that this business has. And I think that they deserve, each and every one of you, to stand on your feet and give them a yeah! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Brian, on behalf of PCW and all of the fans here in attendance tonight, the Board of Directors would like to welcome you as the Legend of the Year. And also as the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year. Please let me give you this trophy in recognition of your success. Thank you very, very much.
You know, Brian Castle, this was a hard-fought contest. You earned a hard-fought victory. Nothing but the best, man. Nothing but the best. Give it up one more time. Give it up one more time. And if I may myself, I would love, it would be a privilege Mr. Castle, to present you to this trophy, man to man. Right on. You've earned it, man. You've earned it.
Wow. I don't even know where to begin on that. I was speechless there for a bit to see that the Big Bear Benjamin Boone just going off, smashing that trophy across the back of Brian Castle, and basically throwing down, I threw down my broadcast partner, Norm Wamer. I mean, this was really uncalled for. Again, I apologize. Again, I was just speechless over what was going on, and I understand that emotions tend to run relatively high when you're in the ring, but the Big Bear Benjamin Boone consumed by his emotions. All right, at least we have some assistance. We can get the Big Bear into the back, or get the Brian Castle rather back to the locker room where you're gonna be attended to. Trophies don't break easy. That broke. I'm hoping that Norm can rejoin me here over at the broadcast position. He's not looking so good. It doesn't feel good when you hit that mat. Yeah, I know from that time I was in there with Pastor Payne. There's multiple occasions I was in there with Pastor Payne. Again, what we've seen here, absolutely ridiculous. That the Big Bear Benjamin Boone, jealousy and hatred for his former traveling companion, his former buddy that broke into the business together, breaking the trophy, that Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year trophy, over the back of Brian Castle, and I'm sure Brian Castle is going to have something to say about it.
All right, your winner and the Dick the Bruiser Rookie of the Year was Brian Castle, but obviously his old traveling partner didn't take it too well, and that set off another feud between Ben Boone and Brian Castle. We're going to swing the break. When we come back, we're going to find out what Jerry Graham wanted to tell his lawyer after he got misted by Crimson. It's coming your way when we come back on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Since 1905, Red Wing Shoe Company has been making purpose-built work footwear. The skilled employees in our 3 U.S. factories build over 1.2 million pairs of shoes annually. We are the largest Red Wing shoe dealer in northwestern Ohio with over 2,500 pairs in stock. Stop by our newly renovated store at 2122 North Reynolds Road. Shoes and boots that have served generations of hard-working people.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because they have the fastest lines in town.
Seaway Marketplace.
This is my store.
I buy almost all of my produce here at Seaway Marketplace for my home and my restaurant.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace Deli has the best chicken in town.
This is my store.
I shop at Seaway Marketplace because of the big selection of meat and seafood.
This is my store.
Seaway Marketplace, corner of Cherry and Bancroft.
Seaway Marketplace. This is my store.
Your career will occupy 1/3 of your life. Shouldn't it be fun, profitable, and secure? The Toledo Academy of Beauty has successfully trained over 10,000 graduates in the cosmetology industry. Call 419-478-6660 for a free brochure. We also offer beauty services by supervised students. Even professional wrestlers like Dr. Jerry Graham is a client. Have fun, be cool, choose the right beauty school. It's Toledo Academy of Beauty.
Internet service, no longer just a luxury, but a vital service in most households, and your family deserves the best. Amplex Internet provides reliable and affordable service to rural and suburban locations throughout Northwest Ohio, including Bowling Green, Port Clinton, Genoa, Fremont, Oak Harbor, and many other communities. No phone or cable line needed, and there is no hidden fees or extra charges. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers choose Amplex Internet. Visit us at www.amplex.net.
It's the Beer Stube, located at 5333 Monroe Street, the home of the NFL Sunday Ticket. Catch your favorite game at the Beer Stube. We have a brand new kitchen open daily for lunch and dinner at 11 a.m. At the Beer Stube, it's a Wi-Fi hotspot and enjoy free pool from Sunday through Wednesday and premier karaoke Wednesday night through Saturday night. It's where bar, grill, and good times come together. It's the Beer Stube, 5333 Monroe Street, online at ToledoBS.com.
Back we are, PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Well, if you weren't with us a little bit earlier in the show, we showed you the match. It was Andy Chene and Bobo Brazil Jr. with Dr. Jerry Graham in his corner as they battled Crimson and the Voodoo Murderer. And if you did not see it earlier, let's show you the end of the match and the key conversation that Jerry Graham had with his lawyer, Chuck Sala.
Almost took out the broadcast table. Oh my word! Crimson just used that mist into the eyes of Dr. Jerry Graham.
Oh no!
Jerry, it's personal.
You've got to be kidding me.
I got to go help him.
Norm, be careful. I'm in disbelief right now. We're seeing some of the guys from the back come out.
Just stay here.
That red mist, that mysterious mist that Crimson spews, he's now spit that into the eyes of Dr. Jerry Graham. We don't know what's in it. Is it toxic? We have no idea what it is, and now we're just really concerned for the safety of Dr. Jerry Graham.
Where's my lawyer? Where's Chuck Sala? I want Chuck Sala.
Get that
All right, Norm is heading up there. I'm going to try and head up that way myself.
Put it over your eyes. Chuck's right here.
We put Dr. Jerry Graham.
Where's Chuck Sala? I gotta talk to Chuck Sala. I gotta talk to him. Oh my eyes.
Well, Dr. Jerry Graham is being taken off to the back. I'm going to head back to the broadcast table, and hopefully here in the next couple of weeks on Powerbomb Championship Wrestling,
Chuck, come back here.
We get the word as to what's
Chuck,
going on.
we need you back here. Please come back here.
All right.
He's coming. He's
All right,
coming.
let's
Hang
see,
on.
we're heading him back. I've just been instructed by our director to head into the back.
Chuck, where are you?
Heading into the back.
Chuck, I want you to do
with
something
Dr.
for me,
Jerry
Chuck.
Graham.
I want you to do something. You've got to get him out. You know what I'm talking about. You've got to get him out. You've got to get him out. They can't do this to me. I depended on you. I depended on you. Do it. It was just for one day. You got to bring him. You got to bring him.
Who do you have to get out, Doc?
I'm not even sure what what to make out of what we just heard there. Is Dr. Jerry Graham is saying they've got to let him out? Well, who is Dr. Jerry Graham? I just really at a loss as to what's going on here, Norm.
I don't know. He just said he's got Chuck. His lawyer has to get him out. Who? I don't know who. But we'll try.
All right, as you saw, Dr. Jerry Graham exclaiming to his lawyer, Chuck Sala, we got to get him out, we got to get him out. We had no idea who that was until the next week. Let's show you the footage.
We saw the disturbing incident where this man, Dr. Jerry Graham Jr., nearly blinded with the red mist from Crimson, who's obviously lost it a while ago. But Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. is here with his attorney, Chuck Sala. And you were talking about get him out, get him out. What were you talking about, get him out?
Well, this is something I thought we'd never come to. All families have their little skeletons, their little secrets. I was hoping to keep this one private. People that know me in Toledo know I have two brothers, John and Jim. They know them. They ask me about them all the time. But what they don't know is there's a fourth brother, a younger brother, Fabian Aloysius Graham. When he was a little kid, he used to torture animals, kill them. As he got bigger, he became a bully. He began beating up smaller kids. But as he grew up, he started attacking everybody. He became more and more violent. And we got the best doctors. We even took him to Vienna to see Dr. Sigmund Jung. And even they said the chemical imbalances were too profound. The paranoid schizophrenic was vicious and violent. And though he would listen to me and I could control him, I couldn't do it 24 hours a day. So it was a heartbreak to me. We had to commit him to Lima State Asylum for the criminally insane. But now I've asked my attorney, Chuck Sala, if he can please just get a 24-hour pass to get him out to participate in this tag match, which of course I'm too old to participate in. Fabian's 20 years younger than me, and he's a very brutal person.
Doctor, yes, and I hope you understand the consequences of what could happen here. I've got good news, but it's bad news, Doctor. I have got a writ of mandamus and a habeas corpus granted. I can bring Fabian out for 24 hours only. You've had to post $1 million bond.
No problem.
You must understand the ramifications of this. He is a very sick and disturbed man, your younger brother, and I am very frightened for what could happen. There are civil and criminal penalties, Doctor, beyond what you could imagine should he be loose, unattended to the public at large.
Well, after what's happened to me, they tried to blind me. I'm too old to do it myself, so this is it. I'll put up the $1 million bond. It's done. I'll get the security police. It's done. Whatever it takes to get Fabian Aloysius Graham out for 24 hours to do the work, it's got to be done against Pastor Payne, Voodoo Murderer, and Crimson. It will be done.
Fabian Aloysius Graham, another brother that they're going to have to get out for 24 hours? $1 million bond? A totally combustible situation. We'll show you the match that Fabian Aloysius Graham was in next week. All right, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Seaway Marketplace on Cherry and Bancroft. Also, Mike Seeger's Red Wing Shoes on North Reynolds Road, the Beer Stube, and the Toledo Academy of Beauty. We thank you all very much. Like us on Facebook at Powerbomb Championship Wrestling. Follow us on Twitter at PCW Excitement. And don't forget about that date, Sunday, January the 25th. That's the next live event for Powerbomb Championship Wrestling at the International Boxing Club. So, we'll wrap this one up. You'll see Fabian Aloysius Graham next week. And, of course, it's not PC, it's PCW Powerbomb Championship Wrestling.
Mirror.